Our next story in The Guardian says we can't trust social media to diagnose ourselves. I agree. I did an online test and it said I was a Ross, where clearly I'm more of a Chandler. Which friend are you, Josh?
I don't have any friends. This is actually really...
I think you're like Jennifer.
I'm actually Monica. This is actually a really important story. The major take is get kids off TikTok. This is the headline. Urgent need to understand link between teens, self-diagnosing disorders and social media use, experts say. There's a report that's come out in the Comprehensive Psychiatry that basically proves how all these kids, mostly girls, teenage girls, have started exhibiting and have self-diagnosed as having tics, i.e. like moving the hands or doing the stuff. And it's come from an increase of these videos on TikTok. They don't actually have the condition because it doesn't present in the traditional way of it. They're literally copying it. And it's proof that this is a social contagion at work here that works through social media. They're talking about the impact of, like, as we proved in the past, anorexia, like there are spikes over time. There was self-harming like 10, 15 years ago. What this article doesn't talk about is the phenomenon of people coming out as non-binary and trans and how that is part of this idea of people going online, finding these videos and essentially doing it because of underlying feelings of anxiety, depression, low self-esteem. It's all tied in together.
And when you're young, you know, your body's up to all sorts of things. Your mind's all over the shop. There's a terrible quote here. It says the uptick has coincided with increasing numbers. Uptick. Bad choice of language there. But it's a real problem with social media that kids see this stuff and all of a sudden they think they've got this, they've got that, they've got the other. Yeah. Self-diagnosing. It's not just people going on the internet and self-diagnosing is a very dangerous business, dangerous place to be in.
Yeah, but it's mimicry and it's having an adverse impact on, like I said, most of these are young teenage girls. It's a very difficult time. And there's a really good book called Irreversible Damage, which talks specifically about this phenomenon, and it really needs to be examined and looked into.
There are going to be a lot of very damaged kids in about 15, 20 years' time. Yeah. Where there's a lot of stuff going on at the moment where kids are confused now, but they think they're not alone and they feel they've got something that they don't necessarily have, and I think it's stacking up a huge amount of problems for the future.
Well, I do agree with you there. I think a scandal awaits us.